to The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. Every week, another step along the path toward a more peaceful, happy life. A life where you grow into the best possible version of yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Now, let's get started down the path for today. And welcome. This is step number 53 of The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. I'm Bill Sklodowski, live and direct in Gainesville, Florida, talking to my friend and partner in crime in this particular operation, Vicki Wagoner in Blue Ridge, Georgia. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm good. We've been talking before the show started recording about all the medical related stuff going on for
I
you
know.
and your husband and me and my old friend BJ and my old radio partner BJ Odom. And it seems like this next couple of weeks there's a lot of self-care things. How's that for a spiritual spin on it? A lot of
So
self-care going on in the world that needs to be
there
taken
is.
care of.
Yes, absolutely.
I I I was telling you the story that I've never done it. I have never canceled on a doctor appointment, probably because I see so few of them in my day that if I have an appointment, I go.
Uh-huh.
But I understand that some people occasionally have to cancel or change a doctor's appointment.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, I had my doctor cancel on me.
Holy cow.
I know, right?
I think maybe once I've had somebody say it's like an emergency or something like
Right.
that. But
And I ended up, they left me a voicemail, but I ended up calling the office anyway because
yeah,
the voicemail wasn't quite clear. And I'm like,
yeah.
he's
What?
canceling on me. And like, yeah, we got a call and he's canceling everything this week and he needs to reschedule and we'll call you back. And I'm like,
The whole
really?
week?
What's going on? And the weird answer was, well, we don't really know what's going on just yet. And I'm like, oh, I hope everything's okay. You
Yeah.
know,
I hope he's coming in next week.
this is the guy that's doing my eye surgery in 3 weeks. So I hope he's okay.
Okay,
Anyway,
I
we're gonna
cross my fingers and toes for you.
thank you. We're
Oh my.
setting the intention that all is well with my eye doctor, for the foreseeable
Oh,
next month at least or so. Well, no, forever and ever. He's a good guy, but it's
yeah.
weird. It's just weird. And then,
Yeah.
your husband is having a surgical thing. BJ is having a
Yep.
surgical thing. And,
Yep.
you had a little maintenance checkup you were talking about. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
guess we're being reminded that while we're living this human life, we need to make sure we are still taking care of this thing that we are living through in this incarnation. I'm trying to put a spiritual spin on it, and there's not
And-
much to be had.
yeah, I was gonna say, well. Oh goodness. Well, that is wild that he canceled the whole week.
I know, I know.
I've never heard that before. I mean, I'm sure life happens,
Yeah,
but
life happens. Life
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So
Oh my God.
anyway, I don't have an answer, and I don't know. So I'm just curious at the moment. I'm an old reporter. I'm curious about these things. So
Yes. Yeah.
I'll let you know when I know, and
Oh
everything.
yeah,
So
please.
I hope all our friends and listeners out there are doing well this week, even if you are going through some, I don't know, physical body maintenance that needs to be taken care of.
Body maintenance.
I just made that up. I don't know. We were talking. And you said it well. I think you put the good spin on it, and that is, as we get to the ages that we're getting to,
Mm,
that
yeah.
it's happy. I'm happy that I am just still in relatively good shape and can get
Yeah.
around and can enjoy life and all of that. So yes, and I know
Absolutely.
you're the same, and
Yep.
I hope our listeners and friends feel the same way, that no
Yeah.
matter where you're at in life, take care of yourself, because
Oh,
it's good to hang around for a while.
yeah. I'm hanging by threads right now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm doing pretty good for 72. I gotta tell
There
you.
you go. There
Yeah,
you go. So,
I'm happy.
all good. All good.
Other,
Sometimes I came across, I was searching for quotes and things to talk about on the show. well, we never have a problem with things to talk about, but I just found a couple of uh, little miniature like bumper stickers online, and the first one that really appealed to me this morning says, sometimes you got to stop worrying, wondering, and doubting. Have faith that things will work out. Maybe not how you planned, but definitely how they were meant to be.
Yes. Yep.
I I think for me, I know a lot of people use that with their faith in a particular, shall we say, deity, a god or
Mhm.
something like that. You know,
Yes.
God has a
Yep.
plan for you. I
Yep.
get that. I'm not going to say that's right, wrong, or otherwise. It's not what I believe, but I guess for me, I do believe that there are so many possibilities in life
Yes.
that when I focus on one of those possibilities and say, this is the way I want it to go, bang, I've got a path laid out, practical path or otherwise. I have a path laid out that this is where I want it to go. But the universe is like, there are so many other things that could happen that some
Mhm.
of them I might have thought about, and some of them I probably had no idea even were remotely possible.
Right.
But anything can happen.
Oh, yes.
And so I try to be open to that idea that it might not turn out as I planned, but it probably will turn out the way it's supposed to unfold. How's
Yes.
that? How does
Yeah.
that sound?
Yeah. And having the ability to just kind of flow with it and accept it. And, you know, you can alter it a little bit. Yeah. The universe knows exactly what we need, the lessons to learn, experiences to enjoy,
Sure.
the right people.
Now, there's an interesting question. Is it, well, I don't want to get into the God thing too much because everybody has their own God or
Uh,
their own whatever belief that in
Strong
higher
belief.
power, I guess.
Yes. Hmm.
And so what made me stop and think about what you said there is the universe knows. Does it know? Does it? And of course, we can only guess because what do we know? We're just little humans on this little ball spinning through space in the middle of nowhere. Does the universe know, or do things just happen in an unfold? Well, I guess that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Kind of
I'm
the
getting a
same
little
thing.
philosophical. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that we can put out the intention and we can focus on it, do our best to manifest it. Yet I do feel sometimes, when things go a little off, it's because we're supposed to learn something from it. Excuse me, gain wisdom from it, strength from it. I don't know. I just feel that's just my belief, and
Hmm.
I honor what anybody feels. I just feel that the universe always has a plan for us, and things work out the way that they're supposed to.
Okay. Again, I'm not fighting against that. I'm just, trying how that fits with my belief system. And the answer is I have no idea because, my belief system is never fully formed. It kind of goes with the flow, like you said.
Well, goes with the flow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I really, really, really do believe strongly that the experiences we go through in this life
Yes.
are lessons to learn.
Oh, absolutely.
And we can choose to learn them. Our old friend Reverend Gregory Keene used to say, you can after the third or fourth time of trying to cross the highway and getting run over by that truck, eventually you just learn to step aside,
Yes.
and the truck goes by, and you're like, oh, okay, that was
All
that
right.
wasn't as hard as I thought, but it only took you getting ran over a few times, right? Yeah.
No, some of
Sometimes you learn things more quickly. Sometimes it takes
that.
um, a bigger truck
I was
or
just going to
whatever.
say that sometimes we learn, sometimes we just got to get, run over 15 times to go, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'll stand on the curb and wait for the truck to go by.
Right, right, right. And that, I mean, I had a little experience, and again, it has nothing to do with my health or with spiritual growth, but it had to do with a little investment that I made in one of the markets this week, and I
Oh,
lost a few dollars, and it was painful,
oh,
and I cursed at myself for a while, and I'm like, okay, wait, what's the lesson here? And I'm trying
there
to,
you go.
and the problem is finding the lessons in things when you're in the middle of the pain and the frustration and the frankly pissed offness
Yeah.
of, of being it's hard. It's so here we are again, and something I think we talk about a lot on this show is the separation, the gap, the moment where you
Mhm.
can step back and go, "Oh, okay, wait a minute. I should be learning something here.
Yes.
This I don't need to be reacting in this moment. The thing
Right.
already happened or whatever that
Right.
needed a reaction. So what is my lesson? What it's yeah, interesting.
Well, what did you learn from it?
Right.
How can you grow from it? How can you look at things from that different perspective?
Yeah.
It's a learning opportunity. It's so, not to get too deep into it, but what did you learn from it?
Exactly. And I think yes, I think there are lessons can come, of course, in all shapes and sizes, and
Oh,
some of
yeah.
them are specific to one thing. It's
Hmm.
like, oh, when I say this thing to this person, they react this way, so I'm gonna modify that.
Right.
And then some of them are bigger life lessons in terms of, oh, when I'm doing this kind of thing,
Hmm.
this works best for me, this doesn't work for me, this whatever, like I know when I'm trying to lose weight, well, having pizza twice a week is probably not my best choice.
Probably not.
Probably not.
So good.
Yeah, so not that I did that, but
We all do something
why do
like
I need to
that.
explain myself? I don't. But yes, that's I get it. So remember, I think, and we talk about it on the show a lot, about that life is about the lessons you learn and the things that you get to do over again and over again and over again until eventually you have that aha moment where you go, oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
So whatever you can do to find some space in there, to find a little moment of time to reflect on the things you've
Yes.
done or not
Yeah.
done
Hmm.
and the results they've brought you, and are the results what I'm looking for or not? I don't know. I'm kind of getting down a path here. I'm getting a little lost on the path here, but that's okay.
I think so. I
Yeah,
think you're doing great.
yeah, yeah. Good. Thank you,
But
doctor. I feel better now.
well, good. But like we're talking about it too with someone and sharing and just, feeling safe to go, okay, this is how I'm feeling and whatever comes out, keeping that safe place for that person so that you can release it and then grow from it.
Yes, yes.
Really important because
I think you're.
everything is about lessons, about learning and growing and evolving.
Yeah. So many more. As usual, when we talk, it generates more questions than it does
Oh,
answers, but
yes.
that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you can have a moment where it's like, okay, I did learn something from
Mhm.
this experience. What was it that I learned, and now how am I going to be mindful of it in the future?
Right. Yeah,
Okay, cool. There you go. I like
absolutely.
that. I like that. All right.
You too.
Take 2 seconds. Quick break. We will be right back. Hey, it's Bill stepping out of the studio for a quick second. On the podcast, one of the things we talk about a lot is motivation, the desire to get things done in life. It might be physical stuff, losing a few pounds, getting a better job, finding a great relationship. Or it might be more of what I like to call internal things, finding ways to feel better about yourself or life in general. Well, to help our listeners along that particular path, we've prepared a helpful, simple guide for personal motivation. It's called Flipping the Switch: How to Create Motivation at a Moment's Notice. I'd like to send you a free copy, along with some other special bonus goodies. Bonus, you say? Well, yes, kind of an unadvertised in-store special. What is it? Well, you'll just have to find out for yourself. So do this. Head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com. Yep, the same name as the podcast itself. Put in your email and we'll immediately send you to the free download. We'll also let you know about upcoming podcast episodes and other behind-the-scenes information. Again, just head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com, and get your free guide to boosting your personal motivation. I'm sure you'll find it helpful and, dare I say, practical. Now, back to the show. I've been scrolling through these lists of like kind of bumper sticker lines, or for those of you who remember Pinterest, remember Pinterest?
Yeah.
It was a online thing where you could post like
I,
bumper stickers and ideas, and it's a social media platform that most people have forgotten about. But anyway, it's still out there.
I did forget about it. Is it still out
Pinterest.
there?
Yeah, like you can pin things to a board, like a
Right.
pin board in your kitchen or whatever. Yeah. So, but yes, the a few other great ideas, and we've been talking about this learning lessons and being okay with stuff as well. One that I just came across, it says, those who move forward with a happy spirit will find that things will always work out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think that's a big piece of it.
Yeah.
The emotion that you bring to something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the energy that you bring to it too, that it's the energy that manifests.
Isn't
Yeah.
that interesting? It really is. I
Mhm.
mean, because we can, and as we started off the program talking about, we can have our own, I can have my own idea about how things should be working out. I
Right.
can have my own idea about the path that I should be taking, or that the universe should be giving me, or whatever. And it often does not go exactly that way, and yet it ends up working out. So I don't think I know, like you said, the energy that we bring to it is so important
Oh,
that,
yeah.
yeah, that if you can still maintain that positiveness, that positivity is the word,
Mhm.
positivity, good energy, good humor, good
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
that's going to help make sure things work. I don't know why that is, but it's true. It's always been true.
Yeah. Because whatever you put out is going to come back.
Right.
So I'm sorry I keep dabbing at my nose. The trees are changing and all,
Ah,
and it's
I
like,
hear you. I hear you. Yeah, you get.
wish I could turn a faucet and turn it off. It's
Well,
like, oh,
thankfully, this is a audio podcast and nobody's watching you
nobody's watching me.
with your
Exactly.
Kleenex and all of that, so it's okay. No worries. All good. Yes,
Oh,
all good. So, but yes, I think the energy we bring to something is the. I'm not going to say it's probably one of the most important things you do, because we've talked about this in the past, and again, my old partner, my old friend BJ Odom, about he's been through so much. I mean, he's had heart transplants, for God's sakes. He's had he's got more parts, as he says, than a chicken nugget. I mean, and he does. And yet his attitude
uh,
about it, his happiness about life, has
yeah.
probably made all the difference in terms of him still having a good life.
Yes, it's the attitude. It really is. It's what, again, like we've been talking, the energy that you put out is going to come back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just for instance, you go into a crowd and, somebody's, angry or yelling or something, you want to get out of there because it's like, ugh, I don't want this. And if you go in and, you're happy and you're sharing and so forth, you can look at all the people, how the people will change their
Mm-hmm.
attitude depending on what we bring to it.
Yes. And maybe that, well, we should probably just dig into my other little thing there that I had a longer, we always have some kind of blog post that we can play with and talk about and all of
Right.
that.
Right.
And I think this is as good a time as any to introduce that. And I came across, this is actually from a real live, like, we quote a lot of, shall we say, woo-woo things on this channel, but this one is
Yes.
actually from Psychology Today magazine, and it was written by a real live management consultant and a real live person. And I mean, so
Oh,
it's got credentials,
it's
is
got
what I'm
credentials.
saying. And the title of it is The Vital Relationship Science That Too Few People Understand.
Oh,
And And it says, while some people might drain you, others uplift you. What's
Yes.
the difference? What's the secret? Who do you want to be? Ever met
Oh,
somebody who drains the life out of you? Of course we have. The concept of energy vampires was
yes.
coined by writer Dr. Judith Orloff about 30 years ago. I didn't know that, but
Yes, that's
the
right.
term
Yeah.
we use in spiritual circles a lot, energy vampires.
Yes. Oh,
And
the
yeah,
life
go
out
ahead.
of you. Oh no, they just suck the life out of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And even if you've never heard the term, you are of course familiar with things like toxic relationships, toxic workplaces that just leave you feel drained. I mean,
Oh,
it's like, how
yes.
soon can I get out of here? How soon
Yeah.
can I get out of this party? How soon can I get out of this job? How soon can I get whatever, this relationship? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, though that is a thing. But
Yes, absolutely.
yeah. But there's another type of person we don't talk about as much. Perhaps we should. Of course we should. And those are the people who do the opposite. They leave you feeling more energized, happier, more full of life. I
Mhm.
call them sunshine people. That's
Oh, I love that.
you too. It's kind of cute. Okay. So
Cute.
this, by the way, this was written by a lady who the book is called Sovereign. Wait a minute. The book is called. I'll look it up if you want to look it up, and I'll link to it in the show notes as I always do.
Oh, okay.
This is yeah. This is written by Emma Sapala, PhD, and she is at the Yale School of Management. So if you think that these concepts, these are woo-woo
Wow.
concepts, no, we're talking about a woman who teaches at one of the biggest business schools in the country.
Oh, yeah.
And the book is called Sovereign: Reclaim Your Freedom, Energy, and Power. So, I mean, it's the real thing. It's like the real deal.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, research shows these people have a secret, and it is the key to successful relationships in just about all parts of life. The best part is it is easy and we can all apply it. I love
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Researchers at several big universities look into what it takes to be effective as leaders. Now, she's coming at it from a business point of view,
Right.
Yale School of Management, hello, but it works in everything. It works in
Everything.
everything, right?
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
what makes leaders effective? Not just competent, but inspiring, respected,
Hmm.
trusted people. They found
Yes.
that some leaders outperform others not just by a small margin, but by huge, meaningful margins. They are transforming people around them into being super productive and super connected, always.
Mhm.
How do
Yes.
they do that? Well, the most important leaders are positive energizers. You've heard of the Energizer
Oh,
Bunny? This is like
okay. Is that confirmation of what I said?
yes, you did, dear. They are people who leave others around them feeling uplifted, motivated, and more engaged just by being there around them. Something scientists refer to as positive relational energy. Wow, that's our term for the day, I guess. Positive. I
Mhm.
prefer the sunshine people thing. I like that better. Yeah.
That too. Sunshine.
So as she says, here's the twist. It's not just about the workplace. Positive relational energy applies to every kind of relationship: romantic, platonic, professional, even parent to child. And it
Hmm.
is backed by real neuroscience and behavioral science. It is the key to successful, long-term, loving relationships.
Absolutely.
And it's not just, as she says, this isn't just good vibes.
Mhm. Yeah.
This kind of energy is more than being nice or cheerful. It's about being emotionally present and tuned in, something we've talked about, showing
Right.
genuine interest and care, encouraging others, looking out for their best interest, authentically caring about others as well.
That's
People,
so funny because I thought of authentic and you just said that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Being authentic.
and recognize that works for some people. Well, if I'm authentic, I need to recognize, well, I should choose to recognize that
Hmm.
that's going to work with some and not with others, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
There's going to be some that are going to put up a wall and say, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, and walk away. Well, you can only do so much. You can only give what you can. And then it's up to them. Are they going to take it or not?
Right.
Are they going to embrace it or not?
Right.
Your choice.
Right.
You know.
Right. But we talk about that a lot, about the being authentic thing. And part of that is recognizing that you are not going to be everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream.
Oh no, no. And as much as you put that energy forth,
Right.
it's their choice.
Right. Right. I wouldn't eat pistachio ice cream if you gave it to me for free. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. I know,
Oh,
and you said you like it. I know. We had this.
pistachio ice cream. How
See?
insulting.
See?
No,
We just made the point. We just made the point. I don't like it. You love it. We're still friends. It's okay.
friends, we're good.
It's all good.
I'm here tomorrow. I got to think about it.
What, pistachio? You don't have to think about it, right? It's already
Nice.
in your fridge. You've told me that before. I get it. I get it. So, and the author continues by writing, you know, sorry, not sorry to say. Sorry, not sorry. I love that. What the kids always say. Sorry, not sorry to say. This is basically the Sunday school values you learned when you were growing up.
Yes.
And how much have we, I'm not going to say forgotten, but maybe we've chosen to do other things in our adult life, right? But
Hmm.
remember, this is what we were learning about when we were growing up: kindness, honesty, empathy, forgiveness, humility.
Yes.
Those are not just things that your parents wanted for you or your holy book wants for you. They are backed by science.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
People react more positively to you when you impart to them a feeling that they are seen, heard, valued, and appreciated.
Yes.
They feel
Absolutely.
they feel safe. They feel that they matter. And
Hmm.
it's not just about being nice superficially. It's about doing so authentically.
Yes. And being heard.
Right.
We all have opinions. We all have things that we're interested in. Just respecting that's someone's opinion. Does it mean you have to go along with it? No, but you can at least respect that's what they believe, that's what they want. Respect them, honor them. Say that's wonderful. I'm glad it works for you. I mean, basically,
Sure.
I'm glad it works for you. Me, I'll give it some thought. Doesn't mean I'm going to do do what everybody tells me to do, but I'll honor that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I have this. I have two words that I use, and I'm not sure that
Uh-oh.
they might need a little more. They might need a little modification. But I will often say respectfully disagree.
Uh, Same thing.
Yeah. I mean, and again, I'm not telling you you're right or wrong. I'm just saying not for me.
Yeah. And that's okay. It's, like some people, I don't know, like sauerkraut. Me, I'll take a little bit, but if somebody loves it and they're gonna, have a dinner on it, great. That's your choice. Who am
Sa-
I to say you can't do it? You know.
Sauerkraut? We've gone from pistachio
Okay.
ice cream to sauerkraut?
Well, you don't like my pistachio.
I'm not saying I like sauerkraut, though. I'm not saying
You don't
that.
like your sour.
Although I do need to add more. I do need to add more fermented vegetables into my diet. It's good for you, but that's a whole other. That's a different podcast. So yes, I get it.
To make everything fun. I
I know.
mean,
Yes,
that is the best medicine, right?
that's the thing right there.
Yes.
So when it comes to business, anyway, a couple of business studies have found that and we talk again,
Hmm.
positively energizing leaders in business create a noticeable impact around on those around them. Greater productivity, well-being, enthusiasm. Research shows that positive relational energy dramatically uplifts people around you. People feel better around you, they are enlivened, and they are drawn to you. Of course.
Absolutely.
That's,
Yeah. Hmm.
and I think I've done this quote way, way, way back on one of our other previous shows. There's a personal coach. I've read a couple, three of his books.
Okay.
And he says, people will ask me all the time, how do I become a successful personal coach, personal life coach? And he
Mm.
says, it's really easy. He says, you be the most fantastic, wonderful, amazing person you can be in your life. People will be drawn to you. And then you charge them by the hour. I love that.
I love that too.
So
Oh
anyway,
my gosh.
I know, right? It's
I love
crazy.
it.
But again, all of this is true. So um we're going to do the why it works, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and give you some tips on how to become one of those positive people. So, why it works according to science. Now, you may think, of course, it works. We got to have a little bit of science here. Number one, emotions are contagious, aren't they?
Oh,
Isn't that weird?
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and you and I prove it every week because you'll laugh at something, I'll laugh at something, we'll laugh
Yeah.
together at something. You
Yeah.
do it with friends every
Oh,
day
yeah.
when you're out and about, all the time. Emotions. Now, I should say, on the other hand, of course, if you walk into an office and everybody's having, a Black Monday,
Oops.
yeah, chances are
I,
you're going to be right there with them, right?
I'm walking out.
Right. Walk. Just do yourself a favor. Walk out. Emotions are contagious. Ever felt drained after spending time with someone negative? That is emotional contagion. Our
Oh, yeah.
brains are wired to mirror the emotions of those around us. That's true. Actually,
Yeah.
I've seen that
Oh,
science before.
yep.
The things you see in other, it actually it increases. It makes people into tribes. That's how people become groups and tribes, and it builds bonds between people that you mirror the emotions you see in others around you.
Right.
So, and it works with everything. Uplifting energy spreads just as easily as negative energy. It just
Oh,
does.
sure.
It's just, I
Oh,
mean, come on, it's science. Okay.
yeah.
So, number two, all of this is a brain chemistry booster. Interesting.
Hmm.
Positive relational energy triggers neurochemicals like dopamine and oxytocin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That thing that they talk about all the time that you get from scrolling social media 24/7,
Oh, yeah.
dopamine, it does the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. All of that is associated with positive things like motivation, trust, bonding, etc. It is a biological foundation for connection. It is. It
Mhm.
just is.
Oh, yeah.
And then number three, it builds stronger feedback loops, which is it goes both
Mhm.
ways. When people feel good around you, they
Yep.
open up more, they trust more, they respond more positively. This leads to healthier, more resilient communications and relationships. It does because
Mhm.
you're
Oh,
open
yeah.
with them. They mirror you in your
Mhm.
openness.
Yeah.
You are more positive around them. They mirror you in your positivity.
Yeah.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah. And sometimes I purposely say stupid things to make people laugh.
Really?
I do. I do.
Stupid things.
Yeah, I just off the wall things and they look at me like, "What?" And then I start laughing and they start laughing and then it's a great way to break up, like if it's strained,
Yes.
like when I'm working with clients, I'll come out with the goofiest things and they look at me like, "What?" And then they start laughing and that shifts the whole energy.
It does it, and it breaks the ice. It gets attention.
Yes.
It does all that. I know we're not on this channel. We're not huge Tony Robbins fans, but I've seen him talk about that.
Yeah.
He's a master of what is that word? NLP, neuro linguistic. I don't know anything about
Oh,
NLP.
mhm.
Using language specifically to trigger certain things in people and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And so Vicki Wagner, who knew that? Who knew?
Oh, you
Well, you
know.
did. So because you've done it before. About halfway through. So we've done our thing about setting it up. Let's take a
Yep.
break. When we come back, how to be a positive energizer in wherever you are, in your relationships, in your jobs, with your kids, with whatever. Let's take
Yep.
a quick break. Go refill your coffee. We will be right back. Welcome back. This is The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. And I recognized I have been amiss in my
Huh?
introducing. Amiss, isn't that a good word? Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot. I effed up.
Like,
Whatever.
people like me, that makes more sense. A miss or
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking about personal coaching and life coaching and guidance and wisdom and everything, and that's something my friend Vicki Wagner does on a professional basis with people all over the planet via
Hmm.
phone calls and Zooms and all that sort of a
Oh,
thing. What is that thing that you are giving to people? What is that gift that you are helping provide?
I feel, and I know I say it a lot, I'm giving people the opportunity to see life events, whatever's going on in their life from a different perspective. I've been
Hopefully,
through,
hopefully a better one.
oh yeah, I've been through a lot and I've survived, I've shifted. I actually got into this because I needed help
Right.
and it motivated me to go, it worked so well that I want to do it. I want to do this for other people. And I've been doing it for over 20 years. And it lights me up to know that I can help somebody shift their perspective on whatever's going on in their life.
Hmm.
And it's, I have a wide range of people that I've worked with, and I'm very thankful that they trust me and feel safe with me.
If
And
somebody wanted, no, go ahead.
oh no, and I was going to say, and because I've been through so much, I think that's been one of my greatest gifts.
Hmm.
And I've
Hmm.
turned it into a gift instead of being, controlled by it. I've turned it around to make it that gift.
There you go. Yeah, and I think that's true because I mean I've seen that in you and I've heard that from you,
Mhm.
not just as you talk about the work that you do with other people, but the work that you that you and I have done that we have, dug into a few things in my past and it's been super helpful. If
Thank you.
someone were interested in learning more about that, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner, 53 at gmail.com.
There you go. And of course, if you would like, yours truly also does a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about keeping people safe online. My friend Vicki Wagner got herself a new gizmo this week, a new
Yeah.
electronic toy that she's excited about. So we need to make sure she's set up for success on that. And that's something we talk about. If you want, just go over to YouTube, do a quick search for Bill's iPhone tips, and you will find that it's not just for iPhones, it's iPads, it's computers, it's the whole thing. So we keep people safe online. That's what we try
And,
and do. So, anyway,
and
all of that in the show notes below this show, wherever you get it. And
mhm.
speaking of which, wherever you get it, whether that's Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube Music or iHeartRadio or whatever, we're on all of those. And if you'd like to leave a review, you can do that right there. We would love to see your 5-star reviews. And
Yeah,
by the way, you can also stop by the Facebook page. I'm good now with the habit of posting every week. I put the show on Facebook as well. So
yep.
if you're interested, do a search for the Practical Path Podcast and you'll find it. It's got a little forest kind of a logo, walking the path in the forest there. That's how you know it's us.
Oh, it's great. And I put it on my,
Yep.
Facebook page
On
too.
your Facebook page as well. So we're out there.
And I want to add that if anybody goes to Bill's page, you're going to get the best person in the world to give you help.
Computer wise.
Computer wise,
Computer
yes.
wise. Yeah.
Yes, you're
Help
great.
with gizmos and gadgets. That's what we do. That's what I do.
That's what you do. I'm the one that calls and goes, Bill.
Right. Right. Well, we all do that. I mean, yes, people call and they have their problems and whatever problem it is. So if it's a computer one, I can help you, and if it's a personal one, you call Vicky, and it's all good. We got you covered.
Got you covered.
We've been talking about this post on the vital relationship science that too few people understand, and it's all about being a positive influence about
Mhm.
on the people around you. Now, again, as we mentioned, this was written by a real live Yale Business School professor about business and all that. But even the author talks about how this works with everything, relationship wise, with
Yeah.
your spouse, your kids, your friends, your businesses. It works with everything. So,
Yeah.
and we're talking about being a positive person, someone who uplifts, who encourages all of that stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
How to be a positive energizer. You do not have to be the loudest, most cheerful person in the room. Damn, because I'm usually the loudest. That's me. So
Well, you're a tall guy
I'm
and
big. Yeah, I know. I
you
know it's
know,
hard to.
you've been on the radio, you've been on TV,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. I think people. I always hear grandparents telling the grandkids, the difference between inside voice and outside voice. Inside voice. We're inside now. And I always tell folks, I don't have an inside voice. I just don't. I'm sorry. I pruned it out of me years ago. So anyway, all right. So it's not about me. So you don't have to be the loudest, most cheerful person in the room. Positive energy is not about volume or being an extrovert. Extrovert, bleh, easy for me to say. It's about intention. Here are a
Yeah.
few ways to bring it to your relationships. Number one, be genuinely interested. And I
Yes.
might add, put the damn phone down.
Yes. Oh boy, that's our addiction. I'm just as guilty.
We
Oof.
all are. We
Yeah.
all are.
But it's important because
It is.
we have to be attentive. We have to be focused on that person talking, and communicating back and forth. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I don't want to beat my own drum too much, but I will say that when I would go on a date
Mhm.
with I would leave my phone in the car. I wouldn't even
Oh,
bring it into the restaurant or into the whatever. I don't
yeah,
want that distraction. So
definitely.
yes, be genuinely interested. How can you be genuinely interested, you might say? You might ask. Well, easy. Ask thoughtful questions and actually listen to the answers.
Mhm.
Think about the last time somebody actually did this for you. It is rare these days.
It is.
And I think the not the reason, but I think what happens a lot of times is that even when you're thinking you're involved in a conversation with someone, you at Bill and Vicky are talking, and if I'm not doing it authentically with engagement or whatever, she might be speaking, and I'm already thinking about what my comeback is, what my reply to her is.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Hmm.
And that's not communication. That's just throwing your line at something. That's just, yeah, it's just spewing, basically. It's just, so yes, there's nothing wrong with you, and I mean all of us,
Right.
when someone speaks to us. There's
Hmm.
nothing wrong with taking a second or maybe two, and it will seem like forever, but take 2 seconds of silence and then respond to what they said, the other person said.
Yes.
And if you need some help with that, I have a hint for you, a clue for you. And that is to repeat back or rephrase the thing that they said to you
Hmm. Yep.
to demonstrate that you are listening and are understanding what they're saying.
Yes. Very important.
So Vicky says that's very important, and it is, because see what I did there? It is important
Give it back.
because it shows that you're engaged with them and
Yeah.
you're not just thinking of your next line. You're actually like, oh, so this is what you, and that serves two purposes. That
Mhm.
demonstrates you are listening and are actively engaged with what they are saying. And it also gives them, if you're talking about something you're not too familiar with, or some wild and crazy idea that somebody has, and I love
Mhm.
those, it also gives you the opportunity to make sure you're understanding them. So if I give it back to you, Vicky tells me her latest crazy idea for a podcast or something, and I say, so what you're saying is you want to do a podcast on blah blah ABCD whatever. She can come back and say, no, no, what I meant was, and okay, now we're building that communication, that understanding.
Yeah. I
Or she
also,
says, yeah, you're on it, you got it, whatever, and I'm like,
yeah.
okay, cool, whatever. So, but
So like we talked earlier, it's about respecting that person
right.
and giving value to what they feel is comfortable. Doesn't mean we always have to agree with everything, but yet we can respect that's what the person is interested in or wants to share.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the respect part of it is
Mhm.
huge.
It is
So,
huge.
and the way you do that is by demonstrating that you've actually heard what they're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Those demonstrations, like I said, can be a
Mhm.
pause, a reply back, a restating, a whatever. I mean, this is
Yeah.
kind of basic conversational stuff, but it's awesome. It really is.
Mhm.
So cool. All right, number two, acknowledge wins, no matter how small. Remind others of their strengths and the many things they bring to the table. Most people have, unfortunately, low self esteem.
Mhm.
Reminding them of their qualities can not only uplift them, but remind them of their own value, and it makes them truly seen. Something my friend Vicki Wagoner does for me every week on the show. She reminds people out there of my skills in helping them with their gadgets and their gizmos and their phones and all of that. So you just
Oh, yeah.
heard a demonstration of that a few minutes ago when she said that. So there you go.
And I mean it. I do mean it because
Right.
I can't even count how many times I've gone, Bill.
Well, again, yeah, I'm not
But
looking for another compliment, but yes, what
no,
you are saying is true. If you're authentic in your
yes,
compliment,
yes,
or your, it doesn't even, they didn't use the word compliment, and I think that's kind of important, that it's, you're acknowledging the positive, the win, the whatever.
acknowledging. Yes, that's the key word. I'm acknowledging your gift,
Right.
and I'm grateful for your gift.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
And everybody you know, hopefully, especially if they're friends,
mhm,
when they have those moments, acknowledge their wins, no matter how small.
yes,
Remind others of their strengths. So somebody says they had a good day at work because they did the X, Y, and Z. They got something done. They whatever. You can use that moment, and it also goes back to the first thing we said about taking a moment to respond to the thing they said rather than just having your own stupid line to say. Somebody
right.
tells you they had a great day at work because the boss complimented them on the way they handled a certain project. And you can go, oh, yeah, I know, because that's really one of your strengths. You're so good at that anyway. I'm glad the boss noticed that for you, or whatever.
Yes.
You have acknowledged the win. You have reminded somebody of their strength, of their value, of their whatever. And
Right. Yeah.
awesome. Great. Terrific.
And how good does that feel that you made somebody's day? Because it comes back to us.
Of course. Of
So
course. Yeah, that's
it's a little win-win for both,
of
or
course. Of course.
whoever else is in the room.
And along those lines, the next one, number 3, share what excites you. Enthusiasm is highly contagious when it is authentic. Be generous with it. Be excited for others. Share your enthusiasm with them about their ideas, their interests, their whatever, their
Yeah.
wins in life. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's, again, you don't have to be bill sized in your language or your volume or whatever. But yes, you can be quietly enthusiastic. You can do all of that stuff. You go,
Oh,
that's really good
absolutely.
about that's great. You had a good day, or you did this or whatever. You had
Hmm.
this win in whatever it was you were doing. Great.
Well, because I always go back to this, we have little kids inside of us. So it touches the little kid. And lots of times, well, not lots of times, but sometimes children don't get that.
Right.
And so having that little person inside of us still, so when something like that is said,
Right.
you're building their self-esteem, their self-worth, they stand taller and they are proud.
How many how many times when I was a kid, it was something anyway. I don't know. If you were ever at a public pool and the little kid's on the diving board, how many times do I need to hear, "Mom, mom, mom, look, look"? But it's exactly what you said, except for us adults.
Yeah.
It's like we want to be recognized, acknowledged, all of
Yes.
that stuff
Yes.
for the things that, yeah, because that's the little kid. It's still there. It's
It
still
is.
in us,
Absolutely.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. Next one. And by the way, these are all great tips about how to be a positive energizer, a sunshine person, as we talked about. I love that.
Yeah.
Balancing empathy and
Mm,
optimism. Being uplifting doesn't mean sweeping challenges under the rug and embracing toxic positivity, which is a powerful term nowadays. Be
mm,
present for hard moments, acknowledge difficulties when needed. Compassion also uplifts, not just crazy optimism. So,
right.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
be there for somebody even in a difficult time
Mhm.
with your compassion. Again, not toxic positivity. That's a new one in the past few years. That's just
Yeah.
come around. But yeah, basically, if somebody came to you after a tough day or a tough experience, and you're like, "Oh, it'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be fine." No, it sucks
Yeah.
in the moment,
In the moment.
but you
Yeah.
can be here for them anyway.
Yes, absolutely. And that they can feel safe to share, to let their walls down and be their authentic selves. We all have some days, that just suck, you know. So being there for that person to say, hey, you know what, get it out, and then let's just shift it around and see how you can make it into something positive.
Right. But
But you
again, you
got to
don't
get
have
it
to,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, you said as long as they're getting it out, is that what
They
you
got to
said?
get it out. Yeah. And feel
Yes.
safe in getting it out, like a safe environment and go, okay, just get it all out,
Right.
spew it, like energetic vomit or whatever you want to call it. And then go, okay, now let's take a look at it from this different perspective.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
And that's something you can do. I mean, you don't have to be a professional at it like Vicky does
Oh,
with people getting it, but that perspective thing is important.
yes, very.
Yeah,
Because even in the darkest moment, there's always light.
of course. I
And
mean, I shouldn't say of course. That's what we believe, and that is what this show is all about. That even if you're
yeah.
having a tough time,
Mhm.
there's a thing you can do to change it around. It might not be immediate. It might not, you can't flip a switch, so to speak, but you can take steps to make things better.
Yeah. Take some of that pressure off, take some of that
Right.
hurt off.
Right. Last but not least, now this is in the list of how to be positive, positive energizer in whatever it is in your life.
Mhm.
Check your energy. Are you bringing presence and care or stress and distraction?
Ooh.
In this time of constant stimulation, we were talking about scrolling your phone.
Oof.
In this time of constant stimulation and sometimes even burnout, make sure you're taking care of yourself so you can show up for others without being excessively drained yourself.
Yes.
Love
Oh,
that.
absolutely. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and again, how do you do that? Well, the awareness and again, it may not come in that moment, but hopefully you have some time either at the end of every day or on a Sunday night at the end of the week or whenever you choose to, where you
Hmm.
can take a few minutes to reflect on the day gone by, the week gone by, the whatever, and go, okay, did this great, challenged with this, had a good time with this, had a not so good, all good. And if you want to, we've talked about it, but we haven't done it, write it
Okay.
down.
Yes, that is a really good way to get things out. And whatever you need to put on that piece of paper, just put it out because you can always recycle it.
Right. Right. It's
But
not for anybody other than you.
yeah, but you've got to get it out because if you hold it in, that causes our stress, and it causes illness and it causes, relationships to fail and all that. So you've got to just embrace if you're angry or you're hurt, embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at it from, okay, what did I learn from it? How can I grow from this?
Yes. Yes. I think I mentioned early on in the show this week how about I had a little negative experience with one of my investments, shall we say. I
Yes.
think that might not require. I think writing that might be helpful for me because it's
Mhm.
something I do want to stick. And
Right.
just being cheesed off for the day at myself, uh,
Mhm.
yeah, okay, I get it. But if you write it, you get it out, you can process it a little better, I
Yep.
believe. And then you can
Definitely.
hopefully also learn from it and
Oh,
move
yes,
forward from there.
always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Studies show that one positive energizer, like an energizer bunny, one positive energizer in a group can radically improve things like collaboration, performance, morale. People are more creative, more engaged, and even physically healthier when surrounded by energizing relationships. In other words, by energizing others, you shift things like your family, your workplace, and your community, even, while
Mhm.
also feeling better about yourself. It's something Vicky always says. The little thing that you do ripples out
Oh, yes.
community, planet,
Mhm.
universe, whatever. So yeah, and
Definitely.
and and look at this. And it even says at the bottom of the article, the best part of all of this, it tends to come back to you.
Really?
I know you're
Interesting,
impressed.
Mr. Bill.
When you become a source of positive energy, it naturally reflects that right back to you. If you
Mhm.
want better relationships, pay attention to the energy you bring. Do people feel more alive after talking to you, or do they feel drained? Are you present, encouraging, open, or are you distracted, reactive, closed off? It
Mhm.
doesn't take a complete, just to finish the thought, it doesn't take a complete personality makeover. It just takes a shift in awareness. Bring more intentional positivity and kindness into your interactions, and you will find the difference in how people respond to you, how conflict is handled, how much easier connection becomes. There you go.
Yes.
I mean, pretty
Yeah,
simple,
like we said, what you put out, it comes back.
right?
Yeah,
Right. So, again, and they even, and again, I'm blown away that this is a business person that ends it with this by saying, if you feel that that is hard, research shows you need to make sure you fill your own tank. One of the ways of doing that, meditation, one of the most powerful ways to both grow your awareness and fuel up your mind, your immune system, and your heart. Love that.
definitely. And of course,
Doesn't?
oh, I'm sorry. My other favorite is go out into nature.
Yes.
Nature to me is a balm to my soul.
Yes. Balm, BALM, not bomb, BOMB.
BALM.
Just in case you were wondering, because it sounded like both. But
Oh, I'm
yes, no, you're fine. Walking in nature is a meditation.
oh, it is a
You
meditation.
don't have to sit quietly on a pillow somewhere for a half an hour with nothing happening in silence or whatever.
Right.
Go out, walk in some nature somewhere, find a
Mhm.
park, a forest, or what. If you're lucky enough, like Vicky, to live in a beautiful place, like Blue Ridge, Georgia, up there, yeah, nature is all around you.
Yes.
For Bill, who lives on the fourth floor of an apartment, okay, I have to get outside, but I can walk across the parking lot, and there's a little bit of woods over there, and I can walk in there. It's easy. It's not hard.
Or even put plants in your home, that
Yes,
the green reminds you about being peaceful, about being calm, about new growth, new opportunities.
great idea. And I do
Yeah.
have a couple of plants in the house. So,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. Good
Hmm.
idea.
Hmm.
All of that stuff. Again, it's just the awareness of what you, and by you, I mean our friends, our listeners, me, Vicky, everybody, of
Right.
what we are bringing to this life on a day to day basis. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you bringing positive stuff? Are you bringing something else?
Right.
And as my friend Dr. Ed would say, maybe if you aren't bringing positive stuff, perhaps you'd like to make a different decision.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. Or as Vicky would say, see things from a different perspective.
Yes. That's my
Same
other
trick.
favorite. Yeah, it's
Same
the
trick.
same thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it works. It really does work. And, you know, I, I know for sure because, I've shared before that, I came from pretty abusive background and I had to shift my perspective on it to save my life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
actually helped my dad, who was the abuser. Uh,
Right.
when he was passing away, and that's why I use it. It goes, thank you for helping me see my life from a different perspective.
Right.
And
Right.
that I took that to heart, and that's why I share it so much because it was so powerful that I could make a difference in his life, even though, it was very difficult. It's
Sure.
been one of my greatest lessons, and I share it with people.
And that's huge. That's a big one, obviously.
Hmm.
And was one of your motivations, is one of your motivations to do the thing you do.
Yes.
It, it doesn't, it, it can be anything. It can,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
family relationship with
Mhm.
kids, relationship with your job, with your spouse, with your whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think this has to be a life and death kind of a thing. It
No,
was for you.
right. Oh, it
It,
was.
it was for you. But
Yeah.
and again, I'm not downplaying that in any manner.
Oh,
Of
I
course,
know
it was
you're
huge
not.
for you. It was huge,
Huh?
but in the same thought, it applies in the smaller things in life just as much because,
Oh,
as
yes.
Vicky always says, the little things. Think of the beach. The little bits of sand all add up to one giant but beautiful beach.
Yes.
So that works in life as well. So the goodness, the positive vibes that you bring to the smallest of situations, it
Mhm.
all adds up.
Oh, it does.
I know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's our lesson for today. So again, how do you do this? Just a couple of things to keep in mind, and I love the being genuinely interested in other people. I think
Yes.
it really, that's one of the big things that it kind of boils down to at the end is like, find ways to demonstrate that you are really honestly interested and connected to that other person,
Oh, absolutely. And
spouse,
respecting
boss,
them.
child,
Any
whatever.
anyone. Yeah. Yeah. And
And
show the
again, we went through some of the ways that you do that by,
oh yeah.
acknowledging the wins, their positive, their gifts, their strengths, share about it, what excites you about them, etc.
Right.
Balancing empathy, optimism, compassion, and all of those things as well. And of course, making sure that you are coming to the game with the right energy level yourself, and all the things we talked about doing that as well.
Yes. Absolutely.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Another hour has flown by, Vicki Wagner.
Oh my gosh.
I know they always do.
15 minutes.
Have to do a longer podcast one of these
I
days.
think so.
Maybe so. If someone would like some help in any of the stuff that we have talked about, help might be the wrong word. You want to get a little clarity. You want to get a little guidance, a little wisdom, a little insight. I like
Right.
insight. I like that as
Insight.
well.
Yes.
How would they get in touch with you, please?
Call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner, 53 @gmail.com.
There you go. And if you need help with your gadgets and gizmos, your iPhone, iPad, computer, and all that, and staying safe online, just go over to YouTube, do a search for Bill's iPhone tips, and you will find the guy in the red shirt. That's me. And you'll find that. My channel header has an old picture of me wearing a red shirt and holding a phone with some goofy expression. That's how you find me. So
Oh,
all of that information, by the way, all that contact information and the link to the article that we just, the blog post we talked about, that will be in the show notes for this week.
yes.
So as always, if you would like to comment on that, please feel free to stop by the Facebook page. Just do a search for the Practical Path Podcast, and you will find our show and all the notes and all the contact information. And more importantly, all of our friends and listeners who comment on the program. There you go.
Yes.
It's going to do it for this week, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. I'm Bill Sklodowski.
I'm Vicki Wagoner, and remember to always be your own best friend.